Hey guys, welcome back to another week's episode. This week we're going over GSA silver dollars, what they are, the history behind the GSA dollars, and also what to look for to make them a little bit more valuable. Um, I have five set up right now that I was going to share with you, and we'll go through, we'll look at them real close. There are ones that have VAMs that could make them hundreds to $1,000 more valuable than what they originally are. So let me get the camera set up and we'll take a look at them. All right, to start off, we need to know who the GSA are. The GSA are the General Services Administration. It's an independent agency of the U.S. government established in 1949 by Harry S. Truman. They were established to help manage and support the basic functioning of the federal agencies. Meaning GSA, they supply products and communications for the U.S. government offices. They provide transportation for the government officials, and they provide office spaces also for federal employees. They help develop the government-wide cost minimizing policies and other management tasks. I mean, basically, they take care of all the basic stuff so the higher government officials can take care of what they need to take care of. They're basically the secretarial division of the U.S. government. So, what do they have to do with these, the Morgan dollars? Well, in the 1960s, nearly 3 million silver dollars were found in government vaults in the Federal Reserve. So the U.S. government put this task on the GSA to sell these off to collectors to make money for the U.S. government, of course. So they slabbed them up. Mostly all of the Carson City uncirculated ones. You do find what's called a soft pack every once in a while, and those are circulated coins. There are counts on how many of these there are, but there's not really a count on softbacks. I want to say out of 3 million, maybe 10%, 5 to 10% were softbacks. So during the 70s and 80s, the GSA held major promotional campaigns and auctioned these off. And really, they were auctioned off for maybe like $2 or $3 each, or a little bit more, depending on their rarity. Now, the speaking of the rarity, only like 3 years here, these were I think A2, A3, and A4. They were the most abundant of the coins. So these are a little bit easier to come by, but they're still worth about $300 to $500 each. And as you see, they came in a slab saying Carson City uncirculated silver dollar. And as you know, this one is graded by Annex, and it's a verified VAM. We'll go through those in a moment. The soft packs, they were almost like the blue Ikes. We'll leave that there so you can read it. This coin has previously been placed in circulation and will show normal wear. Less than 100,000 coins are available in this category, meaning that less than 100,000 were soft packs out of the 3 million they found in the hoards. The minimum bid for this category is $3. No exchanges or refunds may be made. So literally, these would start off bid at $3, and you can bid these up until, of course, you won. I mean, that's how auctions work. So these aren't as valuable as the hard packs. They're about $100 to $250, but as I always do with Morgan Dollars, excuse me a moment, I let the volume on. Alright, as I always do with Morgan Dollars, I always look real close. And of course, this one does have a VAM 38A. So we'll go to VAM World and we look up the year. I believe it was 1880. Yeah, 1882. And it's an O. So we'll take it over here to the digital microscope. Let me go ahead and get my camera up and running. Alright, so for the 1882, let me hit that again. Sorry, I should have had this up and running. And I thought it did, but it still takes a bit to actually get it going. We are looking for VAM 38A. So for VAM 38A, we're looking for a double A2, a clash obverse, and let's see, a reverse M and a die break on the end. So, first thing to look for, let me turn the camera so you can see my screen. So, literally, looking for a clash, which is this line here coming off where the neck meets the chin. We're looking for another clash, which is this line here that comes underneath the eye. You can barely see this on the coin, so I'm not going to show it all. But there is a die crack going through the end, and also something else you look for. I want to say that there is some more die crack going through here, and there's a little bit of doubling. Sorry. There is a little bit of doubling on the 2 and the 8. So, bring that up there, which I will record this. Would help if I put it on movie. Alright, so first off we need to look at the date. With the dirt you can barely see it, but you can get a pointer here. On the 8 right here, across the top, there's a little bit of doubling. Can't get my hand to stay still. So you see the doubling right here. And also on the 2, there's a little bit of doubling right here. So we have that. Then we turn it over to the back. There's your die crack coming through the end on the 1. And where's the other die crack? You can see it starting right there above the S and going into the O. So basically that is your VAM 38A. There we go. Alright, so your VAM 38A, also another thing we need to look for. Well, I showed you the two or three major things. But of course, your soft packs, again, they're not as valuable, but they definitely are rare. Let me turn the camera again. Soft packs, again, definitely a lot rarer than your hard packs, but they are they're not as valuable as the hard packs. But when you have a VAM, that definitely raises the value. I want to say that 38A was definitely not one of your major VAMs. It wasn't a top 100, it wasn't a hot 50 or a hot list 40. So it's a minor VAM, and that raises the value probably about 10 to 20%. So we'll pack this back up and go on to the next. We'll deal with a hard pack that's actually out and graded. But yeah, it's always good to write down your information, and if you want to, keep them in the pack with the coin. So I keep them inside the pack with the coins. Going on to the next one, a annexed verified VAM 5A for an 1883 Carson City. Sorry. So again, let me change camera angle. I apologize for all that. So we go and look for the 1883 Carson City, and we look for the 5A. For the 5A, some of the things to look for is the spike or the gouge coming out of the mouth, the die clash at the neck. This one doesn't have the polished wingtips. Now, apologize. Not all things will show up, but if most of them do show up, you'll see what I'm talking about. There is doubling. You'll see like a little piece coming off of one right here. All this is also part of the doubling. That line there, you'll see that on the coin. Also these lines here, and also a piece of the 8 right here inside the circle. Another thing we're going to look for, they don't have a really good picture of the CC. There's a blurry picture, not that great. So let's go ahead and take a look at the coin. Again, bring up my cameras. And There we go. Alright, so at first, we look at the date. Now, if you see, get my pointer. Sorry, it's a little hard to work one-handed. If you see at the one right here, you see the piece hanging off. You see the line coming down the one. And a little bit of doubling there at the serif. You go over to the 8, you see the line coming down, and you see the piece inside the 8. That's your date doubling. Also, we were to look at the neck. You can actually see the line at the neck there. See it right there. And then, let's see, something else to look for. Like I said, this dye polishing there at the wingtip, it doesn't show up on this coin, but the spike coming out of the eagle's mouth. You see it coming out there. So that makes this it's a minor, definitely. Let me change camera angles again. So again, it's a minor. The average value of an A3cc, let me bring that up. 18A3 cc GSA. So the average value, we're seeing that it's an MS63. And they sold for about $250 to $400 on the market, about $600. Being a minor, one of the minor VAMs, it definitely goes up by 10 to 20%, almost 25%. So we'll put that off to the side and take a look at the VAMs that are in the cases here. Or not VAMs, the GSAs. So, when you open up a GSA, there's a disclaimer by Richard Nixon. As we approach America's bicentennial, this historic silver dollar is one of the most valued reminders of our national heritage. And they come with, of course, a certificate of authenticity. You can pause the video there and read that if you want to. And also that when you get it, the 83 at the beginning is the 1883 year. You'll notice that when we do the other ones, that changes for their year. So nothing on the reverse. And like I've done with all of my other coins, I've written down the information and basic value of the coin. This one is not a GSA. I'm sorry, it's not a VAM. It's just a common GSA. This is one of 755,000 that came in the GSA Hoard. So we'll put that back. Next up, we do have a GSA with a VAM. Like I said, the year goes up. This is 1884. So we are looking for a VAM 4A for an 1884cc. Let me bring that up on the computer here. We'll change the camera angle. I don't know why it does that. So spike date and pin wing gouge. We are looking for a little pin going through the wing coming off the body. We're looking for die scratches between the R and the I in America. We're looking for die gouge through the E in States. Also looking for that spike coming out of the 8. So, let me take the coin, put it on the microscope. First thing we look for, let me bring up the cameras. Alright, so first thing we look for is the great. Somebody making a bunch of noise. I apologize for the noise in the background. Neighbors doing something. So, if you look at the wing, let me get my pointer. Right here is the pin going through the wing. We are looking for a die gouge through the E in States. You know, I may have the wrong I think I have the wrong VAM written down for this. Okay, going back to this, that right there was not one of the VAM clues. Actually, the spike coming out of the 1 is the VAM clue. This is one of the markers that you really need to look for. So I was right on the VAM number. So we'll bring up the camera again, and if you look at the top of the 1, right there, you can see the spike coming out of the 1. So this definitely was the VAM 4A. VAM 4A was not a major it was not a major VAM, so definitely a minor VAM, putting about 10 to 25% above value. So again, that also brings up the value of this coin. So we come back down here. We'll open up the last. I have it as a VAM 3 double date and doubled ear and the spiked wing. So we go back to the computer. You see it's 1882. The A2 is changed on the number there. Go back to the computer. Swing this down again. I'm not sure why the phone reacts like that to focusing. So we go to A2. We look for VAM 3. And of course, VAM 3 is not one of your majors. So of course, again, it'll be 10 and 25% premium. All right. So we are looking for, let me get the coin out of the case. We are looking for a double date, a doubled ear. You see right here inside the ear, there's doubling. There's spikes in the wing. And then double date, I want to say it's going to be in the 8 and 2. Or it could be right there in the 1. I apologize about the focusing issues. I'm not sure what to look for in the double date. I think it's just the extra line around the 8 there. There's a little bit of doubling in the 2. A little bit doubling in the 1 by the serif. We'll take a look for that when we get the coin up under there. Let me again change the angles and get the camera started. Alright, so we are looking for the double ear, which you can see the extra line inside the ear. Right there. And we are looking for doubling in the date, which you can see at the top of the 2. You can see around the second 8 on the left top lobe. And that's all you can about see on that one. And we're looking for the spike in the wing, which you can barely see it, but it is there. Give my pointer in the area here. The spike is right here. So definitely extra value on a already valuable coin. Again, these coins are worth about $300 to $600, depending on the collector. It's worth that much, but it's worth as much as people would buy it for. Change cameras again. Anything is worth what people would buy it for. So, again, if you get a GSA, I mean, even the brown ikes, you can find errors in the brown ikes or in the blue ikes. You can find errors in mint and proof sets. You just have to really look close for them. When I say errors, varieties as well. So, the minor varieties for Morgan dollars or VAMs can raise the value about 10 to 25%. But if you find major varieties, like your top 100s or your hot 50s, that could raise it at least 2, 3, 400%. It can raise it hundreds of dollars or even a couple $1,000. I've seen a GSA with the top 100, and it went for about $4,000 or $5,000. So definitely, if you ever get GSAs or anything that comes in a government package like this, always check the coin for errors, because that can make the coin worth a lot more than what you think. Like I said, brown ikes. I've seen errors in brown ikes that took a $20 coin and made it worth about $300. So always look at your coins. You may have a coin that's worth a lot more than what you think it is. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it was very informational for you. Please click that like button. Please don't forget to go back and look for my 500 subscriber giveaway. Once I reach 500 subscribers, I will be giving away 2 Morgans. Yeah, you'll see the Morgans in the video. So until next time, y'all have a great weekend and great week, and enjoy. Bye.